9 goals in one single semifinal leg is far more than just a high-scoring match. It represents a complete defensive collapse that stunned football fans everywhere, leaving spectators in total disbelief. Next week in Munich, a place in the final is on the line as these two teams meet for the second leg of the Champions League semifinal. Both clubs refuse to change their relentless attacking styles. One chaotic night at the Parc des Princes changed European football forever. The high-scoring drama left the entire continent stunned. Recent high-scoring games at the Allianz Arena have left fans and analysts wondering if tactical discipline is actually disappearing from elite football, or if defensive structures are just breaking down. Some analysts argue that while teams should play attacking football, there must also be balanced defending. Paris, Saint-Germain, and Bayern Munich are dominating Europe, scoring 43 and 42 goals this season. These high-scoring offensive displays have set them apart from their competitors. This isn't just about the scoreline, it's about an attacking trend where teams attack and never stop attacking. The Munich return leg will see both sides go even harder, stronger, and faster. The semifinals feel heavy. Two stories emerged, a chaotic clash between France and Germany, and a second, much grittier fight that defines this entire tournament's current momentum. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid face off in the other semifinal, a stark contrast in style that sets the stage for a fascinating Champions League conclusion. With the finals approaching, the real tension isn't just about who wins. It is about whether an offensive powerhouse will take the trophy, or if a defensive unit can simply survive the onslaught, creating a high-stakes tactical battle. Everyone is still reeling from that 9-goal chaos in Paris, a high-scoring spectacle that left fans stunned. People are already calling the match the game of the century, as the sheer intensity of the scoring redefined modern football. Paris Saint-Germain beat Bayern Munich 5-4 in a high-scoring first leg of the semifinal match. This result stunned the football world, leaving fans and pundits in complete disbelief. Both teams attacked constantly. The first half was so frantic that C actually held a 3-2 lead when the whistle blew. Ousmane Dembele scored a late penalty to win it, sending the Parc des Princes crowd into absolute ecstasy. The drama continued after halftime. In the second half, the Paris attackers became even more clinical, completely dismantling the opposing defense. Kvaratskhelia and Ousmane Dembele both scored to push C's commanding lead to 5-2 by the 58th minute, further widening the gap during this intense first leg. Vincent Kompany's German champions refused to quit, instead launching a sharp, effective counterattack that caught the opposition off guard. Dayot Upamecano and Luis Diaz scored twice within 3 minutes to help Bayern Munich fight back. They closed the gap to 5-4, making the return leg in Munich crucial and setting up one of the most anticipated second legs in Champions League history. This match broke the record for the most goals in a Champions League knockout tie ever, surpassing all previous high-scoring encounters in the tournament's history. This scoring surge split football legends. Some players loved the high-scoring spectacle, while others, like defensive specialists, argued the game lacks any real tactical structure. Ex-Netherlands midfielder Clarence Seedorf worried that despite the undeniable attacking quality, the team lacks balance. Defense is basically non-existent, leaving the backline completely vulnerable. This aggressive attacking trend leaves the backline wide open and vulnerable to counterattacks, raising serious questions about the evolution of modern defensive tactics. Ousmane Dembele expects the Allianz Arena return leg to produce even more goals, moving away from the defensive tension seen in the first match. This aggressive attacking style continues to dominate. The numbers this season are wild. CG leads the scoring charts with 43 goals, just ahead of Bayern's 42. This incredibly tight margin highlights the intense offensive competition between these two giants. This impressive scoring rate matches Barcelona's historic 1999-2000 season, when the team scored 45 goals. European football is seeing a rare historical outlier right now. CH and Bayern grab the headlines, but the Arsenal vs Atletico Madrid semifinal is a much more grinding tactical defensive struggle. In Madrid, Atletico used tactical traps and heavy pressure to break Arsenal's rhythm immediately during the opening minutes, stifling any early attacking momentum. Arsenal players faced immense pressure where even one single mistake would ruin their shot at a first Champions League title. This game feels like what Clarence Seedorf described as migraine ball, where heavy defense and set pieces often beat pure attacking talent. It is a frustrating tactical stalemate that stifles creativity. The match was a 9-goal thriller, a high-scoring classic that some viewed as the game of the century. However, the intense attacking play raised serious questions about balanced defending. The upcoming return legs are critical for Vincent Kompany. After successfully securing a German title this season, he must now overcome a daunting 2-goal deficit to stay alive in the competition. Kompany promised his squad will hit Munich with more intensity than they showed in Paris, aiming to outwork their previous performance and stage a historic comeback. C are favorites to reach the final after beating Liverpool and Chelsea this campaign. These high-profile victories have significantly bolstered their championship credentials. Bayern can still win mathematically, provided the Allianz Arena crowd triggers another high-scoring game for the home side. The second leg in Munich decides the 2026 Champions League season. If Bayern fixes the defensive gaps seen in the first leg, they might pull off a massive comeback. It would be one of the biggest upsets the tournament has ever seen. With 43 goals this season, PA is the highest scoring team in the Champions League, making them the team to beat heading into the decisive second leg. ITA, New Jack, and these semifinal matchups are defined by relentless attacking. Both clubs maintain a style that attacks from the first minute to the 90th. These massive scoring numbers show that teams are ditching defensive tactics to simply outscore opponents, a shift seen in their recent win over Bayern. If C or Bayern survives this high-scoring chaos to reach the final, it proves a new tactical reality. Teams are now prioritizing overwhelming offensive pressure over any defensive solidity. Bayern hit back with 2 goals in 3 minutes to make it 5-4, giving them hope for the return leg. Both teams will continue to attack in Munich. Playing in matches where one single mistake results in a goal creates enough extreme volatility that you simply cannot predict a winner with any certainty. Can modern football defenses actually stop this scoring surge, or is the scoreboard now the only thing that matters? We need to see if defensive schemes can still hold up. Heading into the final, fans are watching a clash of styles where neither side is talking about changing their approach. Both teams continue to attack relentlessly, regardless of the stage. Munich hosts the final, and the stakes are high. Whether we see a tactical chess match or a brutal offensive, this match will define the season's legacy for every fan watching. Who do you think reaches the final? CH Bayern, Arsenal, or Atletico? Drop your prediction in the comments below.